Here I'm comparing my magazine to the front cover of Q, where I'm going to discuss the conventions I have followed and the conventions I have challenged. I'm going to compare my masthead to Q's masthead. Q is a well-known and established magazine where the audience would recognise the brand, so there's no reason for them to break convention by placing the masthead over the cover star's photo. On my magazine, the masthead is covering the cover star's photograph, but this is because the magazine isn't as popular. Therefore, it's more likely the audience wouldn't recognise the brand if convention was followed. Both magazines have a puff running along the top right of the magazine, which follows convention. Q's puff is using statistics to promote the selling rate of the magazine while mentioning the area of success. On my magazine, the puff is suggesting the magazine was voted the greatest magazine in 2015, but it isn't stating whereabouts. Having a puff isn't required to have on a magazine, but helps promote the quality of the context. Here I'm comparing plugs, as they're used on both magazines. They're not compulsory to have on the front cover, but they help make the context of the magazine look more interesting. My plugs are following convention, as they're right flushed, but break convention, as in Q, the writing goes over the cover star's hat. In Q magazine, the plugs also follow convention as they're left flushed, but break convention as the writing goes over the cover star's hair. Next I'm comparing the cover lines of included features. Q's magazine is conventional, as it's flush right and isn't covering the cover star's picture. It's also showing importance by highlighting the text with coloured boxes. My magazine cover lines flush right and are clearly showing key feature articles which would be inside due to the bold colours, although I break convention as the text goes over the picture. The colour scheme of Q magazine consists of red, white and black. Their colour scheme is conventional as the colours mix well together and the white/red text are on the black background. My magazine colours are conventional as they contrast well together and the bolder colours stand out on the lighter background. Next I'm comparing the feature article cover pictures. The pose and the style of the cover star's image follow convention, as the star is keeping eye contact with the audience. The camera level is on the eye stars, helping the pose be more conventional. The unconventional features on the magazine are the raindrops, which disrupt the image. In comparison, my picture is breaking convention due to the sunglasses covering her face. This stops direct eye contact with the audience. She has also got a closed posture as her hands are pulling the denim jacket over her body as though she's hiding herself. Overall, Q's magazine follows convention with an exception of the masthead going over the cover star's head. My magazine breaks conventions a number of times, with the cover star's image and the cover lines overlapping the image. Here I'm comparing my contents page to Q's contents page. The masthead of Q's magazine follows convention, as the structure has a logo next to it, helping the audience clearly identify the brand's name. There's a clearly navigated box around the title and the date of the release and website. My title follows convention, as it takes up a quarter of the page with a bold title which is easy viewable. I also follow convention by having the date and issue number of the magazine on the top right corner. Here I'm comparing the picture of the main feature article. Q's main feature picture is conventional, as it takes up a large percentage of the page. This follows convention, as it's easy to see which article is the most important in the magazine. It's also clear for the target audience to navigate where the article is in the magazine. My photo breaks convention, as the model isn't looking directly at the camera, and she's got glasses on while avoiding the angle. Q follows convention on the contents page as they have set columns with headings in bright coloured boxes, which makes navigating the magazine easier. The images used follow convention as well. The number on the contents page could be larger, but they still follow convention. The columns on my magazine follow convention as they're easy to read. The page numbers are made larger to allow the readers to see where the articles they want to read are. There are headings which break the columns apart, making it easier to search. I have also followed convention by the amount of images included on my contents page and the amount of space they used. Now I'm comparing whether my double page spread is conventional. My picture is unconventional as the model is avoiding eye contact with the camera, which lacks attachment with the reader. It also is placed in a Polaroid picture frame, which breaks convention to its unusual structure. The pull-out quote follows convention as it's placed beneath the photo, outside from the article text. This photograph follows convention as the model on the floor has eye contact with the audience. But it breaks convention as it's not a typical image of men kicking a dressed up rabbit. It's an unusual type of image. The header fits convention as it's bold and clearly navigated. The subheading lies beneath it to inform the readers of the upcoming article. The writers are beneath that, informing the audience of who created this article, which follows convention. The title follows convention as it's placed on the top of the page and is a larger font. The subheading is unconventional as it's the other side of the title rather than beneath. My article follows convention as it's clearly structured. There's an equal divide between the text as it's split into two columns. The alignment of the starting of the text is the same distance on the page for both sides. The text follows the house style and the questions are easily separated from the main body of the text. Overall, my magazine follows convention but breaks convention quite a lot, as the majority of my images throughout the magazine avoid eye contact with the reader. And the originality of the structure and design of my magazine also breaks convention.